So in many ways, there are still certain standards that are not being complied. So yun yung tinitignan natin, especially in the construction industry because there is a increasing number in accidents in the construction sites. Lalo if you have heard of the collapse of yung scaffolding sa Pililla, Rizal, isa yon sa major accident that had happened. And also that yung nahulog na mga workers from the 37th floor of a building.
Yes,
undergoing construction. Yun yung mga. Kaya the secretary is very, very strict on construction sites ngayon.
Okay. Follow up. Kasama.
Engineer,
Before yung follow up mo, we welcome Ms. Jane Atal of DZGR Bombo Radio 2.
Are we related to Director Atal? Okay. Engineer, follow up lang mo. No?
Okay, sige.
Maliban dun sa malalaging kumpanya na alam din natin na kaya po nila yung standard na bibili po ng mga gadgets. Pero itong mga contractor na meron po lang silang 20 o 25 na tao na nandyan po na nagtatrabaho. Like for example, sa repair po ng kanal. Makikita po natin dyan, hindi na lang po tayo lalayo, di sa Tugigaraw na lang po, nandun sa loob ng kanal po yung tao, pero walang safety gear.
Yes, napapansin
ano
pala natin yan.
O gagawa ng OSNet po dito?
Malaki magagawa ng OSNet actually. No? Just a mere report from them will enable the department to visit yung construction site na yon na being complained of. No? Kasi alam nyo naman kasi ang DOLE, we cannot do all the work. No? Kakaunti yung ating inspectors, especially the safety inspectors. No? Kakaunti. Actually, we have only 2 technical safety inspectors in the region. So, we are hard up. So, kaya nga itong creation ng OSNet. No? Pero we are looking into those construction sites. Yun talaga ang pina-priority namin ngayon. Although we cannot siguro probably visit it all this year, no, we are trying our best to reach out to many of them.
Si Engineer Mark, merong gustong idagdag ano?
Ako na lang muna.
Si Father muna, bago si San. Okay.
In addition to the observations of Engineer Sales dun sa tanong mo, sir. Actually, that is now our objective because we want to disseminate all of these occupational safety and health gadgets, especially the PPEs, personal protective equipment. Pagkikita na natin yan sa lahat ng construction dyan. Minsan, karamihan dyan, nakachinielas. So, from that alone, talaga wala na silang ano yon. So, kaya that's why I made this proposal para matulungan ang DOLE about the regarding the implementation of this, of how we could enter our organization. Pwede kami dyan. Pwede kami tumulong dyan if ever we will involve. So anyway, this is under Department of Labor and Employment na kung bigyan kami ng pagkakataon to disseminate all of this information to the contractors, so we can do that. So yan na lang yung may tutulong namin sa public siguro, sir.
Okay. Engineer Mark.
Yung OSNet po, malaki ang may tutulong namin based sa mga workers. So i-aware namin lahat sila, pati rin yung employers and employees po. Kasi pansin namin is pagdating naman sa employer, hindi rin kasi sila employees is hindi rin sila aware dun sa workplaces nila. So hangga't kaya nilang tumatrabaho sila na hindi nila iniisip kung ano magiging effect nun. So through sa amin, ma-aware namin sa kanila kung ano yung effect dun sa workplace, kung anong dapat nilang gagamitin or suitable para sa kanila. Tapos in terms of sa ano naman po sa mga employers, ma-aware din po sila kung anong dapat gagamitin ng kanilang workers para hindi na mapahamak ang kanilang mga workers.
At saka kung anong ipoprovide dapat nila sa mga workers nila. Yes, Director.
Maganda nga yung tanong. Kaya nga hinihingi namin yung tulong ninyo. Kasi not all the time na andyan kami. Gaya ng nasabi ni Engineer Sales. So kung meron tayong nakikitang ganyan, pwede bang ikwan kaagad sa OSNet? Kasi sila yung kwan natin, tumitingin dyan sa programa on the safety and health. Tapos pwedeng mapaabot sa amin para may magawa ang Department of Labor and Employment. Pwede natin kaagad maipa-stop yung trabaho na yan. By the authority of the Secretary of Labor, we can close and stop the work kung ganyan nga na unsafe yung mga workers nila.
Sir, siguro sir, laking tulong din kung magkakaroon po kayo ng text line para sa ganun ay sa isang location, may nakita kami na nagpipintura sa malaking building, nagkakalumbitin, pwede namin siguro i-text. O ito, may nagpipintura doon sa malaking building, walang headgear, wala man lang safety gadgets. So, pwede siguro po yun po, no?
Okay, thank you very much for that suggestion, ano? And as an officer of the network, ako daw ang sasagot kasamang TJ. For now, you
Para
can
mas madali lang po yung
you can
pagre-report natin.
Yeah.
Bahala na po kayong mag-verify kung totoo po yung tinex na mayroon nga at bahala na kayong mag-prevent po doon sa may-ari.
For now, we can offer, you can use my number. Anyway, lahat naman kayong mga media alam kung ano yung number ko. For now, and then we will tackle it later on sa aming pong meeting kasi magkakaroon kami ng second quarter meeting. We will buy 1 unit or kaya an official number for the OSNet for you, to report.
Network na lang,
Oo.
mo na, i-send mo na.
We are about to create our website. Not total na website, but a Facebook account wherein isa yun sa aming na-agenda. Later on, kasabihin namin sa inyo kung ano yung account na yon para pati ang ating mga media practitioners, ililink natin doon. Kasi meron ding grupo ang media, iClub, wherein officer din ako doon. So ililink natin sa OSNet din para magtulungan na lang tayo dito sa advocacy. So for now, kung meron tayong nakikita, pwede sa number ko, lahat naman sila ay meron din akong contact sa kanila. So ipo-forward ko sa kanila para ma-verify yung ating pong mga reklamo hinggil po dyan sa hindi sumusunod sa standard and so far as safety and health is concerned. Si Manong Mar, meron kang concern? Yes?
Concern lang ako sa safety, occupational safety ng isang kwan. Sir, ma'am, meron ba kayong kwan? Kung sakaling magkaroon ng problema sa legal kwan ang isang trabador o kwan, meron kayong ibibigay na assistant? Kasi halimbawa, natanggal siya dahil allergy siya sa amoy ng perfume. Pero dahil sa perfume na yun, natanggal siya lang. Pero kung amoy naman ng tuyo, high na high naman siya, okay naman siya. Pero natanggal siya dahil doon lang sa amoy, sa allergy. And the term is allergy. O kaya naman, yung boss ko, ayaw sa face ko kasi naglilihi lang pala, tinanggal ako. Could you...
Mga medyo outside,
out of sight, outside. Pero
of,
ang pinupuntarya ko doon, parang joke lang yun, pero ang pinupuntarya ko, kung sakali merong problema yung...
lalo na sa disgrasya, kung halimbawa na disgrasya siya, ano yung mga benefits?
Okay, occupational safety lang nung kwan eh. Meron pa kayong kwan dyan sa...
Doon sa benefits, meron benefits ang nakukuha ang isang worker from the employees employment compensation. Yun yung kwan yan, yung sasagot ng kanilang benefits in case of injury or death. So yun yung kwan natin. Yung specific na benepisyo, nasa ating batas yan, kung matatanggal man ang daliri, kung kamay, may kwan yan, may corresponding benefits na kukuha.
Kung
pati
death
yung death.
po, Director, meron din.
Meron din.
Pero
Basta work-connected.
Oo.
Yun ang employment compensation, ang Employees Compensation Commission, ECC, ang kwan dyan, ang namamahala dyan. Kung yun nga, basta ang kailangan establish natin na ang cost ng injury or death is his work,
Related sa
related
work.
to his work.
Oo.
Kung hindi, hindi magpa-fall under that. At saka yung benepisyo niyan, makukuha it's either GSIS or sa ating SSS.
Okay. Paano po kung hindi registered ang kumpanya? Ayun ang problema, Director.
Yun yung kwan natin, kung yung worker ay hindi pa rehistrado, hindi pang membro ng SSS or GSIS, that would be a different problem. It is the employer who should be paying all of the benefits. So, kailangan malaman din ng mga employers ito at saka mga workers para maalarma itong mga employers na hindi nagpapamembro sa SSS ng mga workers nila na yung mga benepisyo na dapat manggagaling sa Employment Compensation Commission, sila ang magbabayad.
Okay. Engineer Sales, gusto ko rin i-throw sa iyo yung katanungan. Isa ba ito sa tinitingnan natin during inspection? The registration ng companies mismo at kung meron ding mga benefits or registration yung mga workers nila?
Yes, Oliver. Actually, we are looking into those things. Yun yung mga tinitingnan din namin yung coverage nila sa SSS, sa PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. Pero ang DOLE is only on the monitoring side ng implementation. Pero yung kung may mga kaso arising from this, sila na yung mga agencies na yon yung mag-handle ng mga cases.
Oh.
And then, back to the question of Sir, hindi pwedeng maging ground yun na tanggalin yung employee dahil lang sa pagka-allergy dun sa amoy ng That's not a valid ground for termination. No, so may mga valid grounds tayo for termination but not those things.
Okay, oo. Yes, kasamang Lan.
Thank you, Ver. Follow-up ko lang po regarding safety practices kasi sabi nga po ni Madam, lahat po kayo nandito with the OSHNet network ay meron ho kayong mga kanya-kanyang safety practices. Meron ho ba tayong mga best practices in the region na kumbaga pwede rin hong may adapt sa buong bansa na we can be proud of na mga nagagawa ng inyong network?
Ako na yung sasagot. Sige, si Engineer na lang muna. Engineer, ikaw na. Okay.
Actually, we have two establishments in the region who were already awarded the Gawad Kaligtasan at Kalusugan. Now, these are the highest awards being given by the department. And that one is yung Petron Depot in Apari. If you have a chance to visit Petron Depot of Apari, then you can see best practices there. Another one is SN Aboitiz in Magat. Also an awardee this year of Gawad Kaligtasan at Kalusugan. So they are most welcome. No, they welcome you all. Yung gusto makakita ng kanilang best practices on safety. Open naman sa lahat yan . If you have a chance to visit these establishments, they have the best practices in safety in the region.
Okay, sa panig ng network, yun ay national kasi yun national award, wherein tinitingnan kung ano yung mga best practices ng mga maliliit na mga kumpanya na pwedeng gawaran. Sa panig ng network, ito very honest po kaming sasagot sa inyo, barely 2 years pa lamang po ang network kasi February of 2010 pa nga lang po na i-launch ito. So we are still establishing our best practices too. Actually, we are taking off ngayong taon na ito yung advocacy campaigns namin and yung ibang mga activities na atin pong gagawin. Isa siguro sa magagawa na ng network for this year ay itong plano po ng network. Dati-dati hindi po namin ginagawa ito. Yung pong pupunta sa mga companies para tingnan kung ano yung mga standards and practices din nila and to encourage yung pong kanilang mga opisyal as well as their workers na maging sa sarili nila advocate sila sa saan mang lugar sila pupunta. Yun yung pinresent kanina ni Engineer Rivera. So yung specific na nagawa na ng network, sabi ko sa inyo, ay nag-establish pa lamang po ang network noong kanila pong magagawa for the future na maaari nating maipagmayabang bilang best practice ng Cagayan Valley Occupational Safety and Health Network. Ewan ko kung meron pang sasabihin ng ating dalawang official. Kanina pa sila nangingiti sa akin. Ma'am Lilian.
Yes, Engineer.
Yes, Engineer.
Engineer, thank you so much. Actually, I think we have a very good idea. But I think
Yes, tama yan, Sir Oliver. Kasi isa din yun na, nung mga nakaraang meetings namin, isa din yun na plano namin na we intend to visit establishments, no, and observe their safety and health practices, no. And then pagdating ng araw, pagka nandito pa tayo, baka pwede tayong magkakadak ng search dito lang sa region, ano. Kasi in other regions, nung nag-attend kami ni ARD, meron ng mga conventions, regional conventions na ginagawa ng mga other regions, no. And I think pwede din natin gawin yun. So we could conduct itong search, yung regional search for best practices on safety and health dito sa safety and health natin. So siguro ito pa yung titignan natin. Although sabi nga natin kanina, we are serving for 1 year lang, no? But even if hindi na kami later yung officers, but we are still members, we can still pursue our dream na magkakaroon pa tayo ng mga best natin dito sa region po natin para maging entry din natin pagdating ng National Convention. Kasi yearly, meron po tayong convention na ginaganap po.
Congress,
Congress,
National
Congress.
Na
Na ginaganap
nakapag-attend na si
po.
ma'am.
Yes, and sana magkakaroon din po tayo ng entry dito sa region. Kaya we are looking forward, no? Tayo ngayon, kami ngayon ng mga officers, we are looking forward na mangyayari po 'yon dito sa region natin.
And siguro through the help na rin ng ating
Of
mga
course,
kasamahan sa media,
malaking
makikita at
tulong.
malalaman natin kung ano yung mga practices na ito na pwede nating may highlight. Yes, kasamang Mar. Si Jane, kung may tanong ka mamaya. Ikaw, Jane.
Kan ko lang yung more than 1 year na kayo at saka tinitignan ninyo kung ano pa yung pwede nyo may tulong. Ito, lately na naging na yung House Bill na kasambahay bill.
Kasambahay law.
Is it entered na ba ito sa
Tamang-tama dyan ng ARD ng DOLE.
Entered na ba ito sa employee relationship na ito? Yung kasambahay law?
Oo.
Kung sakali naman na entered na sa employer-employer relationship, baka pwede naman na mag-isip kayo ng para sa kanila na ika-safety na kanilang
mga kasambahay.
Tulad ng 8-hour law, where huwag siyang masyadong paborito ng amo niya, ganyan, na lalaki, lalo na yung mga safety measures ba na pwede ninyong i-work out. Yun lang naman recommendations ko.
Teka, ka-qualify natin kung kasama ba yon sa occupational safety and health. Engineer.
Actually po, we just had the consultation on the implementing rules and regulations at Carmelita, Hotel Carmelita last Friday. And isa doon sa provisions ng IRR is regarding their safety and health.
So pasok siya. Okay.
Kasama po sa IRR yun. Kasama sa batas yun.
Okay.
Yung safety and health coverage ng mga kasambahay.
Oo. Director Atal, any additional info doon?
He was talking about kung na employer-employee relationship yun. Ang pagdidetermine kasi ng employee-employee relationship, hindi kung tinatawag natin meron nga. There are conditions that we have to meet. First is yung may employer-employee relationship kung ang isang employer has the power to hire a person, the power to fire, the power to pay wages, and also, which the most important thing is yung the power of control. You control the means and the end of his work. So, yun yung pagdedetermine natin whether there is employer-employee relationship. So, in that case, if all of these elements are met, then there is employer-employee relationship. If not, wala.
Okay. Last 2 questions siguro, before we end. Okay, medyo mahaba pa naman. Si Jane. Paki-open yung microphone.
Siguro yung katanungan ko para kay Assistant Regional Director Atal. Sir, so ano naman po yung advisory po ninyo sa mga employees at employers ngayong papalapit po na Semana Santa?
Okay. Safety pa rin yan. Director.
Sa amin, we don't have a specific advisory for this season. Ngayong semana lang. Because our advisory is whole year round. mag-a-advise kami, hindi lang sa specific na ngayon lang Semana Santa. Ang advice natin is whole year round ang advisory na binibigay natin as far as health and safety is concerned. Hindi tayo dahil sa semana lang, no? Kasi ang pagtatrabaho hindi lang naman para sa may specific na oras na dapat nating tingnan whether they are safe or not. The whole year round, they should be safe and healthy.
Siguro ang isa doon, parang tigil trabaho yata yung iba sa semana, kaya safe na safe sila. Yun nga lang yung nagpupunta kung saan-saan, dapat tingnan din nila yung safety nila. Kasi yun ang mas delikado, baka mas madisgrasya sila sa pamamasyal nila kung saan-saan. Habang
At saka kwan yun, ang pinag-uusapan kasi natin dito, occupational safety and health. Kung hindi sila nagtatrabaho, iba yun, ibang aspeto yun. We were talking here of the safety and health of workers, mismo dun sa in the workplace, no?
Okay, before yung before yung last question, yes, engineer.
In addition dun sa yun din sana sasabihin ko kanina yung sinabi ni ARD kasi occupational safety yung topic natin. But however, anyway, for ano naman yung safety niyan is general. So I just want to advise the public na lang na kung maaalis sila sa bahay nila, be sure that their equipment, especially the electrical appliances na ganun, that should be put off or shut off their circuit breakers, ganun, para maano na lang. It's just a matter of advising them to put them into safety. Kasi aalis sila sa mamamasyal, ganon, so they leave their houses na ganon. So, yun lang, that put their equipments and their, especially yung electricity driven, to be put off before they leave their house.
Yes.
Yan, that is, yung sinabi ni engineer is a concrete example ng pag-iisip ng isang safety practitioner.
Yes.
Kasi kahit na hindi sa workplace, you should be thinking safety. So, yun yung example. Yan ang makita natin na talagang itong si engineer ay isang safety practitioner. Because kahit na wala sa trabaho, kahit na sa bahay, we should practice safety.
Hindi lang safety practitioner, director, yan ang Asian engineer, electrical engineer natin. Ayan. Okay, last question na from kasamang TJ.
Sir, nandyan na po yung programa po natin, ang kay-ganda, no? Pero doon sa lumabag na employer o kaya establishmento, ano pong mangyayari po dito?
Okay, ano po daw ang specific sanctions sa kanila?
Well, the filing of the labor standards case will be done, no? If they were inspected, no. So yung disposition of labor standards of cases ay masusunod. So there will be a filing of a case, and then there will be hearings, and then they are made to comply.
I-qualify natin yun, sir. If example, you went there and nakita natin delikado ang pagtatrabaho ng mga workers, ano po ang first step na gagawin natin? Stop the operation or you will file the case?
No, ganito kasi yan. If there is imminent danger situation in the area, agad-agad stoppage of work.
Okay.
Yes, the inspector immediately reports to the regional director the presence of an imminent danger situation,
okay,
and then the regional director will act on it within 24 hours and issue a stoppage order dito sa establishment na ito.
Okay, and then kapag na-stop siya,
wala nang trabaho, so ma-vacate na yung area until such time that the danger will be corrected.
Okay. So, kailangan i-comply niya muna kung ano yung mga
dapat tanggalin muna yung existing imminent danger doon sa area bago sila mag-resume to work.
Okay.
That's true. So, pag na-stop na, that's the time na itutuloy na yung kaso.
Okay.
Ang immediate na talagang action is stoppage, and then pursue with the cases to be filed against the employer.
What if minor problems such as PPEs, walang kulang kumbaga?
In that case, walang stoppage.
Ko-comply lang.
Iko-comply lang. Yun. Iko-comply lang yung kwan. They are given a certain period of time within which to
just for
comply.
quick,
Parang
sir, give
warning
us an
sila.
idea on what is an example of work having an imminent danger.
Halimbawang imminent danger, ano nga bang magandang halimbawa? Yung kwan, yung isang bubong, no? Dilapidated na yung bubong ng workplace at it is about to collapse. Yun ay imminent danger. Anytime there will be an accident that will happen.
Okay.
Anytime magkakaroon na ng aksidente based on the assessment of the inspector, imminent danger situation yon, then agad-agad ipa-stop. That is one example of an imminent danger.
Okay.
Sir, pati siguro doon sa mining area.
Yes, marami din sa
marami
mining,
po
no?
doon, di ba?
Halimbawa mo yung about to cave in na ano, yan, imminent danger situation yon, no? Pagka walang shoring yung kanilang mga yung mga tunnels, yan, imminent danger situation.
Okay. So, before we end siguro, we asked our Assistant Regional Director of DOLE and of course, Madam President to say something sa atin pong mga tagapanood at tagapakinig in relation to OSHNet.
Okay, sa ating mga televiewers at sa ating mga tagapakinig, ang tanging ko lang masasabi is let us give priority to safety. Let us not take safety for granted because safety will save lives.
Okay, Mamba Lilian.
Unang-una, magpapasalamat na naman ako sa pagkakataong ito na binigay sa atin at sa ating mga kaibigan, ating mga partners sa media. Maraming salamat sa inyo at sana sa tulong ninyo magiging wider yung dissemination natin itong programa natin. I hope that our televiewers will appreciate what we have done today, and I hope na makaka-recruit pa tayo because we are in the process of recruiting members dito sa OSHNet natin. Sa ngayon po, konti pa lang po kami, but we intend to recruit para madagdagan naman po yung number namin. At syempre, ibig sabihin nito, kung maraming members, maraming boses, mas lalakas yung boses ng OSH Network natin at mas lalong ma-share natin yung tamang kaalaman regarding our safety and health programs. So we hope na yung ating mga televiewers dyan na interested, hindi lang yung interested, sana magkakaroon sila ng interest to be members of this OSH network. Again, maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mamba Lilian. Thank you to Engineer Mark, Engineer Nestor Rivera, and of course, Engineer Sales, and to Madam Laura Desiano of DOLE Region 2. So yan mga kaibigan, nawa magiging ligtas po tayong lahat sa atin pong pagninilay-nilay ngayon pong Lenten season. At maraming salamat po sa inyo pong pagsubaybay dito sa ating palatuntunan, Tipon-Tipan sa PIA. Sa ngalan po ng ating Regional Director, Director Purita Eslicas, ito po muli ang inyong lingkod, Oliver Tamayo Bakay. Maraming salamat. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.